Good morning, everyone. This is Christina from Christina's Art Corner. Today I have a part 1 of August hauls, books and supplies. Part 2 will be maybe the 3rd week of September. I've ordered several books on eBay. They'll be coming probably starting the 15th through the 23rd. All right, let's go ahead and get started. First one here is Faedorables Minis 2 by Selena Fennick. This is a nice little pocket-sized book. You can see my hand here, how big it is. And there are some really cute images in here. I'll start at the very beginning. There we go. We have a cute little mermaid and a cup. Another mermaid, fairy. Look at this cute little dragon. Love a hot tea. Mine. I can relate to that. I'd be stealing the cupcakes. Here's a unicorn. High tea uni. So that's the kind of thing that you get in here. It's all line art. No gray scale. Tea on a toadstool. A hippocampus. Kitsune. Very cute. There's a vampire. Ooh, scary. And an alicorn. So that's Faedorables Minis 2. I probably should have gone in order because I got number 1. So this is also pocket-sized cute fantasy coloring book by Selena Fennick. Also says to share your work at selenafennick.com. You can get look at her coloring gallery, but her Instagram handle is Color Selena. And we have a witch to start off. It's cute fairy. Little mermaid on a turtle. Here's a nice Halloween pic. Another cute fairy. I thought these would be good because they're a good little size. If anybody wants to do a book buddy color, you let me know on either of these, because these would be fun and easy, but you could still do a lot of fun things in the background. Use different media, just put a plastic sheet behind. This is really cute. Oh, look at this dragon and then a puff of a heart. Oh goodness. So yeah, I thought these two were cute. So let me know if anybody is interested in doing a book finish on these. A lot of them are themed for the spooky season. That's Faedorables Minis. Next one is an eBay find, and this is by Carlos Stanga. It's The Wandering City. And let's see. I will share with you that Colored by Maya and Doodle Robot are definitely enablers, and anyone they watch. Because I think I got this idea from one of them, and I love these kinds of books. Now with eBay, you're going to get, you know, it'll say like good condition, very good condition, acceptable condition. This was considered good condition. I actually think this is really cute. Look at all the peoples. Many ancient tales tell of a legendary city appearing and disappearing in various regions of the world at different times in history. Its spirit is influenced by the architectural styles of the different cultures it visits and by the light of many different skies. The city's symbol is a chameleon called Carl because of his uncanny ability to change color. And inside each one of these illustrations, you have a chameleon. And is right in there. You all know I love buildings. I have the big Fantastic Cities by Steve McDonald, Structures, and then the third book also that I can't recall the title, but I love these kinds of things. So I thought I would share with you. So you can do a lot of, you can do ink tints, you can do gel crayons. You don't necessarily have to go in here and color every single, you know, aspect of these images. You can cover them, like do a wash and then do some detail work. There's lots of different choices, and the paper is thick. Even though it's double-sided, the paper is nice and thick for you to do anything that you want to. This one's really cool. I love this double page spread. This one as well. Quirky and fun, that's what I like the best. Or you don't necessarily have to do realism with your coloring or color choices. There's the chameleon. Here's another fun one. And then I got so excited with getting this book, I decided to go ahead and start one. And what I've been doing is taking some of these mixed media pages that I've used over the years, just little stamping, some metallics, right? A bunch of these different papers, and what I'm doing is I'm using an X-Acto knife on a cutting mat. Yes. Anyway, so I go ahead and, you know, put them on here, fold them to size. Like for instance, I would do this and fold it to size both ways, and then just go ahead and cut it. And I'm just using regular Elmer's glue. They're all stuck on there real nice, and I'll just give you a nice little look. There's already metallic shimmers and fun things on here, and so I'm going to do a background, and then I'm going to do some ornate like gold, bronze, silver framing. And I thought that would be nice for this page, and I think I'm going to do like a red carpet down here, red roping maybe, or a burgundy, whichever is going to go best. Probably a burgundy is going to go best based on here, but I do have a little bit of red. So yeah, that is a page that I am working on in this brand new book. So you get the gist of what's in here. You have this people page and this people page. So what I would do is I would go ahead and do a wash. You could even do the bubble effect that people are doing, where they'll just pick portions of the page and do the bubble effect. I think that would be really cool. Then you don't have to do the whole page. So there's an idea for that. Here's a nice jungle page. So it's not just all cities. You also have lands. There's a little chameleon. You have some animals here. Little Zen doodle. Oh, look how ornate that is. That's beautiful. Well, that would be really cool to have, to color it the way that it's inset so that this stands out more, kind of a 3D look. I think that's what I might try. That's really awesome. Lots of fun ideas to do. This one's really cool. There's the big chameleon. So yeah, lots of fun, super stoked. Thank you for those who have either flipped through or shown this in a haul previously. I am going to love this book, and I hope maybe you will too. The next one that is also an enabled purchase is by Emily Shen, Wonderland, a coloring-inspired book by Alice's Adventures. Now, I'm not super into the Alice in Wonderland theme, but look at that. There's some beautiful pages in here. And so I decided I would pick this one up because there's a lot of fun little illustrations in here. This one is really cool. This is My Name Is. Got thick paper. What's that strange shadow running behind that tree? There's the wabbit. Down the rabbit hole. So it gives you little excerpts. This is fun right here. And the clock. And there's Alice. Lots of foliage. Fun scenery. Just think it's super cute. I'm already ruining some of my fall plans by having some of these new books come in because I want to color in them, as you just saw with the mixed media page I'm doing. Cute little bird and a nest here. That would be darling to color. And here you can give these some design. I would probably do mixed media in those. By that I mean doing something like these and cutting it to size rather than drawing or doodling in it. The Mad Tea Party. So if you love Alice in Wonderland, you might love that page. And the dessert page. There's the dishes. An invitation from the Queen. Love it. Look how fun. Give that like a red or purpley velvety background. That would be really cool. Anyway, I thought this was really cute and wanted to share this with you. This came in good condition as well. The only wear and tear I'm seeing so far is on the covers. And I would say if I were to sell some books to eBay, because mine have been on my shelf, I've reorganized them a few times, take them in and out. They do get this little scuffing, so. But otherwise, the book is in great condition, and it was $14.99 US dollars, and I believe I got it for $3.49. So you can't beat that. And then from Amazon, I got the Villains Color by Number by Disney. This is a nice big book. You have your cheats in the front, so I didn't get to warn you. I didn't open the book yet. I've seen a few folks that wound up getting this book. Of course, it's a new release, 2023. You have some little blurbs about characters. I want to say some people did this Ursula already. But yeah, you have bigger numbers. And let me see. Here is the color key, which is in the back. So we've got a maroon, red, orange, yellow, light yellow, pale green, light blue, so on and so forth. So that's really cool. You can have your page out. Now I'll just flip real quick through some of these so you can see them. Oh, Maleficent. She's probably my favorite villain, is Maleficent. But you have your page here. It is perforated. I do like generally to keep my pages in the book, but I have broken that on occasion just so I could do some more media and get away with it without worrying about coating the edges of other pages and so on. But you have the color key right here. There are 30 colors, and you can have it that right there. That's really cool. They were smart to do that. And there are some other cheats here in the back. There's another Ursula page. Life's not fair, is it? Scar. I think it's a super cute book. Lots of fun. Probably enjoy the villains more than the princesses. I think I've also heard that from a few people who got this book. So yeah, it's lots of fun. I would even be tempted to be honest, to do some metallic watercolors on the writings. That's an idea. Or gel pens. Could ignore the color by number, or you could use it as a guide and use some gel pens, glitter pens. So that's Disney Villains color by number, and it's a thick one. Mighty thick. And then RJ Hampson, I am on his Facebook, and it's kind of an automatic buy when he puts something out. I've seen a couple of flip throughs of folks that got this earlier than I did, and it might be maybe one of my favorites of his. I say that cautiously because I have not actually looked through this book myself, just seen some pieces of flips. I've got the floating lighthouse here, the lost lighthouse. Help! I'm being surrounded. Lost in the City. I've got Fogarty. I've got a Wizard of Oz page. Home for Lost Cats. That's really cute. Since there's flip throughs of this one, I won't go into every page, but look how fun. I really love that one. Oh, look at the little octopus. A second set of pages. A little different than the first. Okay, so the difference, there's just slight changes between this and this. Background-wise, it looks so far. Let's see what the lighthouse page is like this. Or like this. What do you all like? Do you like the black backgrounds or the white backgrounds? Inquiring minds want to know. So yep, that's RJ Hampson's new one, Lost and Found. Another enabling book is Mermaids in Wonderland, and this is by Marcos Chin. Let me see if it says here in the back. Postcards was in 2016. Design 2016. First published in 2017. So my idea on going on eBay to get some books is I really enjoy, because I'm a newer colorist, I've only been on YouTube for what, 15 months now. And I colored maybe a couple months prior to that. Prior to that portion of my art journey was abstract art, doing acrylic pours, doing mixed media, doing some of my own drawings and paintings. I missed out on the explosion, let's say, prior to the pandemic and during the pandemic of books. So I'm liking to go back in time a little bit and be able to color some of these previous books. So we have Welcome Mermaid Wonderland. It's a cute page. Double-sided But they have good paper. Big mermaid tail. Find fire keys in this group of drawings to find the answer on page 25. So you've got a little hunt on you if you like to participate in that. This is cute. And these faces are funny. There's a key. And we have a jewelry octopus. We'll have some sweet turtles here. That would be a nice page. You can see a really beautiful background on that one. Nice shell page. That's a cool page too. They're kites. Mermaids doing acrobats. This is a fun page. That's funny. That's real cute. Look at that. I like the bold lines. I don't like that in every book, I will say. I'm a hypocrite because I don't like it in every book. But I do, and we have some black backgrounds. Believe Colored by Maya did this page, and it was gorgeous, beautiful. You could just put some metallic goodness down here and have a nice scene up above. Oh, I like this one too. The big fish. So yeah, super stoked. Oh, I love this one. Look. Just looking at a very pretty shoe. So yeah, Mermaids in Wonderland. I think I'm getting the elf one. I think there's a fairies in Wonderland. I have quite a bit of fairy books. Not too much on the elves. So I think I've ordered that one as well. And again, this book was $15.99 to start, and I think I got it for $4 and change. So really good deal. The enabler on this one, I saw Disney Meg was doing this book and had completed it. Disney Meg's Coloring on YouTube. And this is by Chroma Aria Vale. And it's a thin book, so it's doable to finish. Got the welcome party. Welcome to the Vale. Some really cute scenery. Reminds me of some of the Japanese books, but smaller. Of course, it is on thin paper. That doesn't bother me too much when you put plastic sheets behind. You just can't load it with water, as you all, I'm sure, know. So yeah, I thought these were really cute. Nice, fun, and whimsical. Got quite a few landscape pages. The Bistro. Oh, I love this one. That's adorable. So cute. And then you can, please look forward to our other adventure in Chromarist. That's interesting. I'll have to look that up. So I thought that was a real cute book and not too many pages. So if you are interested in finishing books, this might be a good one for you. Here is a one by Alexandra Franzese, Spooky Mandalas. This came out this year. One of the later ones. It says she's been creating books since 2021. She's done pretty well in a couple of years. And so they're all mandalas and they're all spooky related. Plenty of pumpkins and ghosts and skulls. There's a little bit of grayscale here. Great for alcohol markers. That one's really cute. Lots of fun can be had in here, and they're not too complicated, so I don't think it would take too long. Of course, it would take longer if you do with pencils, but you could do alcohol markers and maybe do some shadowing, more shadowing with pencils. So yeah, I think this is a really cute book. Spooky Mandalas. Gotta add that to my list of ones that I was planning on coloring in the fall and spooky time. I did get 50 themed miniatures. A while back, I've already denoted that it's an uncolored book because I did have it in the beginning of, was it the end of August? I think it was the end of August. So we have all of these cute little space creatures. Lots of fun. Her books are always super cute and fun to do. Look how adorable. Aww, the little mice on the moon. So cute. Little monster in the bathtub enjoying himself. Oh, going up in the rocket. Super fun. This would be a fun book to do somebody colors in. 50 space-themed miniatures by Camellia Angelkova. And then also from Camellia Angelkova, 50 Halloween miniatures. This one came bent. But I think I can flatten it. But I've got a few heavy things in my art room I can place on it. And this was a copyright in 2021, so this is not a brand new one. We do have a line down the center, as some of them do when they're printed, which isn't a deal breaker for me, but it's just noticeable. It's on this side, on this one. But there are cute Halloween images here, for sure. So adorable. There's ghosts sitting on a candelabra. Singing ghosts on pumpkins. Super cute. Very easy and fun. Alcohol marker friendly again, or pencils, either one. The images are small enough for you to get it done any way you want. That's really cute too. So that's 50 Halloween miniatures by Camellia Angelkova. And then I went on to bindlewood.com and I downloaded Chris Reniak's Morning Scribbles coloring book number 3. And I'm just gonna take this off. I also have these are illustration boards on the back just to give it some structure in the back, and then I have cardboard in the front. So here are some of these images. I'll just go through a few. And I used different papers that I had left, excuse me, that I didn't have full reams of. So I've got some tan-toned papers. That one's cute. And I had used them before and used cartridges prior to the ones that I have in now. And it kind of made, if you look up close, it kind of made the whole eyelash and upper eyelid area weird. And there were a few other things that happened with it too. It gave it this border, which isn't a bad thing, but the border didn't exist over here and some of this is cut off. So that's why I'm reusing it. Sorry, upside down. And there's little crab man. Oh, look how cute. I love these pages. I love his illustrations so much. They're so much fun to do. What in the world is going on? Bless. Oh my gosh. And then I have some of my white thicker paper. I have a little tear there. That's okay. I can even cut it down. Reuse, recycle. And there was the front cover. You see what happened. I got all kinds of crazy marks. I was able to save a few that I have, but yeah, they were turning out like that. Excuse me. Look at this guy. You can't help but laugh, honestly. Then I think I even have some of my looser copy paper because I ran out of my scraps. That's okay. Oh gosh. Oh geez, I snorted on film. Hi, Vay. I love these ones with the hats with the like half eyes showing. It's so ticked off. Oh, that was cute. Oh my gosh. Must have had something else in that top coffee or tea, maybe a hot toddy. Oh, cute. Oh my gosh. He ate some soap. Reminds me of a little song I used to sing to my kids. But I had a little turtle, his name was Tiny Tim. I put him in the bathtub to see if he could swim. He drank up all the water and ate up all the soap. And now he's sick in bed with bubbles in his throat. Bubble, bubble, pop. Used to make my kids laugh so hard. And they blush now when I say it. Boy, how things change, huh? I use it on my grandbaby, so it's not a loss. Oh gosh. Somehow it feels like sometimes when we're drinking something and you feel like you've got a hole in your lip. Oh gosh, it's driving the cheese. Yep. They have to go through all of these. These are just too cute. I think a couple of them printed twice, and because I had to keep loading paper and all the things. Yeah, this is so cute. He's like, what is this cloud over me? Bless. Oh, he's cute with the little ladybug. And this one's cute. Honestly, Chris Reniak, you have given me lots of laughs. I love this one. So yeah, and these are these illustration boards. They're cold press premium surface. If you like mixed media, these are really good boards. But right now it's just going to be a backing so that I can create a book, a solid book of all these. I make sure that my papers are not getting damaged here. But yeah, lots of reused paper on this one. And I'm just going to hit the top of it. And there we go. Morning Scribbles coloring book number 3. They're very reasonable price too. Okay, so I got this humongous gouache book. And I believe I did get this on Amazon. It's the Absolute Beginner's Guide to Opaque Watercolor Painting by Villians. Whoa, look at that front cover. I'll tell you what, that reminds me of something that I've actually done. Let me just bring it to you. Got to pull out something from back in the day. So I did these pages. All right, I had some canvas material. I cut it. Actually, I had a big one. These are 2 pieces of it. I framed another piece. But look how cool these turned out. And that's all kinds of paint. This is chalk paint for furniture, chalk paint, acrylic paint, and a bunch of mica powders. And I got lots of really cool effects on there. I'm waiting to see what I want to do with this. Like I said, I can just frame what I have, right? That's why this was reminding me of that. And here is this one. This one is really cool. I was actually doing these as a test. I wound up doing quite a few projects that had this kind of thing going on. Abstract art is my love. That's why I like doing some different things in my coloring books. I'm trying to bring more of that back now that I've been doing the coloring for 16, 17 months now. I realize, as many of you have mentioned who have colored for a while, how your likes and dislikes change as far as coloring books. And what I have realized is, you know, when all the new books are coming out and it's the hype and you want to get it and you want to be able to participate in buddy colors and all that is wonderful and fantastic, and I will still continue to do that at a more limited, not buddy colors limited, but just limited books, because I really like the idea of getting the eBay books and being able to get some older things going, and they generally have better paper. At least the ones that I'm looking into purchasing. That is one of the requirements, one of the first requirements anyway. So anyway, getting back to that, what I meant to say from the beginning is that abstract art is my love. So I want to do more abstract looking, less realistic pages, if you know what I mean. I will still do some realistic. Sometimes I really like to do a proper skin tone, or, you know, do nice pretty hair, all the things. I'll lead into actually what I mean too, because I'm doing something in Aviary. I posted on Instagram. But anyway, that just sent me on down a rabbit hole, because I saw this and I was like, oh man, what I used to do is I used to paint a bunch of something like this, and then I used to draw something over it and then paint that. So yeah, these are super glittery and fun. So my glitter days started a long time ago. All right, let's get back to this book, this gouache book. Okay, one of the reasons why I got this gouache book is I do really love gouache, and on Mira Byler's YouTube channel, she does quite a bit of gouache, and I always love anything she does with gouache. And I thought this would be a great book to have. And it's giving you essential supplies, theory, inspiration and style, pretty patterns and lettering, floral abundance, inspiring landscapes. At the end of this book, you do have an opportunity to actually do some of the things that she teaches you. Words for creatives: trust the process, create art with joy, and let go of all expectations. Share your work. Keep showing up. Everything happens for your highest good. Absolutely beautiful and so true. Getting started. Here's your supplies. So there's gouache and there's acrylic gouache, which has the acrylic in it. And they're more opaque than a regular watercolor. It's talking to you about masking using washi tape, water-soluble colored pencils, what paper to use, a minimum of 180 GSM. You can get away with less than that if you use less water. I do know that. About the consistencies, because you can make it lighter, you can make it more opaque. You have glazing, color lifting, very similar things to the watercolor techniques. Color theory. I'll just skip through that part. I mean, it's a beautiful book. Let's paint. Here she gives you, okay, brushes and special supplies. Use a size 6 round brush, a liner brush, and white gel pen. And then over here, I gotta bring you in close. If you can see, there's very faint lines, but you can see them enough to be able to do what it is that she is wanting you to do. Just sketch some little flowers. And here she shows step by step how to get to this point, which is fabulous. At a glance, she does the step 1, step 2, 3, blah, blah, blah. Very simple things to draw. Color mixing recipes. And then she keeps going on with these little lessons. Okay. Got some mushrooms. We've got some ice cream. Fun fruits. Take time to rest and relax. So you have all of these opportunities, right? And then let me get to the back of the book. You have sunsets. Okay. Practice getting your gouache to the right consistency in the space below. Practice one of the following techniques from page 22 or 23, and these are blank here. You've got color mixing practice, color palette practice, and then you have the actual illustrations. It's light gray, so I'm going to bring you up a little bit so you could see. All right, so, and this is perforated. You can take it out if you like, or put a plastic sheet behind. And you have all the illustrations that you practiced, and you're able to do them here. So I thought for my watercolor with me, where I do the books from Dana Fox and then veer off into other things too, thought we could do gouache too, because they're related. They're cousins. So you have all of these images that you're able to do. So this is great practice, a great book. Great for being able to refer to. 20 projects, pull out and paint template pages. Yeah, fantastic. This was a really good book. And going along with that, you see, in this Eriy book, I am doing this page, and I showed it in my fall and autumn pages. I'll put it in the upper right hand corner, the eye in the sky. So I'm going to use the Sarah Renee Clark palette, number 22. Here's my colors, and I'm mentally mapping out about doing a blue background and then being able to use the other colors in the flowers and whatnot, and then maybe do a different color in the middle and a different color on this one. So like I would be able to use like blue in the flower if I didn't have the blue background. Anyway, I'm doing it in gouache. I haven't decided if I want to do acrylic gouache. Let me show you. So I have, let me close the book for a second now that you've seen that. And let me get rid of this book. Okay, so I have these Turner acrylic gouaches, right? And they come in a lot of fun colors. There's some aqua, and there's the yellow. Here I have a Holbein Carmine. I think this is another Holbein white. So I kind of have a mix between the Turner and Holbeins. There's some black. And I kind of had them by colors. Like lighter colors here. Oops, lighter colors, darker colors. This one is white, carmine, the blue, and then here we go. Okay, so I have these. And then I also have these gouache from Winsor & Newton. So I have those colors in the Winsor & Newton. So I can try a bunch of paints in the watercolor with me. I also, these are some Holbein as well. Have several colors in it, and I've used those before. So yeah, I've got Winsor & Newton, Holbein, Turner acrylic gouache, and then I have this shimmery Turner design gouache. It's a silver. All right, so I have those. Now remember, I was doing mixed media before I was doing coloring, so I've had these for a while, accumulated them. And then I have Artesa's gouache. And these are metallics, pearl colors. I need to start doing some backgrounds in some of these, because quite a few of these I have not used. Yeah, that's giving me some ideas. Sometimes you just got to go through your supplies and your books and see what you got. So yeah, this is an entire metallic pearl set. Pearl turquoise. Yeah. So I have all those. So I could incorporate a couple of metallic colors on that page. Okay. And then let me put these to the side. Those are all the gouache. Okay, and then I have Artesa's watercolors. I've used the skin tone quite a bit. And then I have some Master's Touch thrown in there. Okay, so I have those for watercolors. Just figured I'd show you, they're in the same drawer. And then I have some Daniel Smith Extra Fine watercolors. And this is a watercolor Artesa that fell out. Same. And then another Daniel Smith Extra Fine watercolors. Another Daniel Smith. Daniel Smith. Daniel Smith. That's why I was saying on my watercolor with me, I would have the ability to use quite a few different kinds so that we could kind of, you know, compare and test. And then I have some Holbein QORs. And then I have Tinted Charcoal Paint Set. And these are more Artesas. I'm not sure why I bagged them, but maybe it was an overflow. It's been a while. And some more Holbein, QOR. And more Holbein. And then I have this nifty little paint container where you can wash off your brush and keep your paint brushes in. Okay. Actually, I think I had these like something like this. Now that I think of it. So yeah, I do a lot of mixed media backgrounds with these, and I can use them in my coloring books. Why not? All right. I would use them in my better paper coloring books. I don't think I would use Amazon paper. I wouldn't mind using the Artesa though. So watercolor stash. I mean, this isn't all my stash, but this is what's in my watercolor drawer, if you will. And then I have all my gouaches. So we have plenty to do in watercolor with me and plenty for me to do in that page that I just showed you in this Eriy book with this palette. So I've got lots of these colors here, plenty to choose from. If you want me to do this on camera as a color along, please let me know. Maybe we want to do it as a watercolor with me. Let me know that too. Leave comments. And let me know, gouache or watercolor in the Eriy book, E-R-I-Y, or if you want to continue to do the Dana Fox books, this gouache book. I have a couple other watercolor books, so let me know what you would like to do. I'll also maybe do a poll on YouTube, see what you all might like. And while I put these to the side, let's see, I have all these containers. I believe I got those off Amazon a long time ago. And, oh, one more thing I was going to show you is that I started in Mythographic Aviary. I've had this book for a while. And I just started this page here. And I figured I'd give you a quick sneak peek. I haven't done any of her jewelry down here. I have some feathers to go, and I'm going over this metallic area here on her face with a thicker glitter effect. Excuse me. so that it's different than the glitter that I've put on her hair, which it is already different. It's gel pen versus, well, this is a Uniball gold. But I didn't like the end result on this part, so I want to go ahead and fix that. I want to zhuzh up her lips and get her jewelry done. And I didn't want to do these feathers. I've got glitter on there. That's okay. I didn't want to do anything else until I finished the hair. I may do a few more things to the hair before I do the feathers and the jewelry. So yeah, I just decided to go for a teal blue skin, and it was roughly a color palette that I was using. So hopefully I'll finish this week and have that in my completed pages. So yeah, I think she's been lots of fun. I did alcohol marker base with some blending, as you'll see here. Looks pretty cool on the back too. And used glitter gel pens, the Uniball so far. So yeah, I think it's going to turn out nice in the end. I think it will look cute. I may lighten her up in places, of course. I may do some slight little designs on her face, and her eyebrow is not going to look like that. I'm going to actually give her hair on her eyebrows. I did that with acrylic. I did use some yellow Guangna acrylic, the markers I get from Temu, that I keep getting from Temu. So yeah, that is Aviary. And then from Amazon, I got this Niubee acrylic. It's not in here because I've taken out, but this organizer. And I'll show you why. Because I needed to put, these were in that box of love. If you saw my video, my last video, I had a box of love, a blue box of love, and it was just filled with lots of things, and I just couldn't stand it, so I couldn't find anything. So I have all of my Jelly Roll Stardust in here, Wink Estella, I have my black pens, Poscas, other white pens with white Signo Uniballs. So that's one. So since I liked it, I bought 2 more on Amazon. And in here, I have my gold, bronze Uniballs paint markers. Then I have my Jelly Rolls and Glaze pens. And then I have a budget brand sparkle pens, glitter pens, some neons. So that's the second one. It's keeping them nice, and I've got room to put more, but I don't need to. And then for this one, I have all of my, see, these were the Glaze pens, and these were, these are the 3D jellies. So Glaze and 3D jellies, that was a budget brand, and then the Glaze. And these are the Jelly Roll Metallics and Stardust. And then these are the Pentel Dual Metallic Brush markers. And then my very much loved Ohuhu glitter markers. I love these. I wish they would make them in more colors. Ohuhu, who reached out to me and is sending me some products to review. I wish it would be my opportunity to say, hey, will you make more colors of these? XSG, this is from Temu, and these are great metallics. And I use those quite a bit too. So now I've got 3, and they line up on the other side of my desk perfectly. So that is honestly a huge relief. I couldn't stand having them all in that box. And prior to then, they were kind of all over the place. Something I also did haul this month was this water-based dimensional adhesive, the Diamond Glaze. I saw some of you were using this instead of glossy accents, so I thought that I would give it a good try. Let's see if I've got, I do. Let's see what we've got here. Do you have to do anything to prime it, or can you just go ahead and do it? let me just put down an alcohol marker. One of my few Copics. Okay, let me have that sit for a minute before I try the glaze. And also, I got some Derwent blender pens. I've never used the blender pens. I usually use another pencil or the blender pencils that are used for each brand. But I'll tell you, especially with the Prisma ones, it eats at the paper. And it's probably because I'm heavy-handed. But it disintegrates the wax and the paper. I don't know. I'm probably heavy-handed. I've got some Color pencils here on a page that I was working on, a fun color page. But I figure we could try doing the blending pencil. So you know I like to try out the products. Let's see. Let's also do a green set. So I've got this one. Green. Then a lighter, a mid-green. And then we've got the chartreuse kind of color. I love these Color pencils, by the way. I highly recommend the 300 set. I just came on board into the coloring scene when 300 was coming out. All right, so let's first do this diamond glaze. Is there a... No. Do you have to cut the top? I think you do. Okay, let's see if that did it. Oh yeah. Oops. One thing I don't like about these is the bubbles. Okay. Quite a few bubbles. And I just tap, from my acrylic pouring days, we used to get bubbles. We would use a gas fire to get the bubbles out, but you can't do that in these. And I generally like to wipe these. Otherwise it sticks together. Okay. So we'll see what happens there. And that top doesn't really screw on. Okay, we're learning, we're learning. And I got 2 sets of these. It comes with 2 blenders. A 2mm and a 4mm, okay. And it says, they're designed to use with pencils, allowing the artist to blend away pencil lines for smooth and even color. They're effective with both color and graphite pencils. Gently apply over pencil work to smooth color. Pencil can be layered. Now, what I've been using before blender pens is colorless alcohol markers or a Tombow colorless marker. You do wind up eventually ruining them, but Art and Fly on Amazon has 3 for, I want to say $4, $5, $6, something like that. Don't quote me. But I just wind up getting those like quarterly. So maybe this will be a better deal. So this is the small one. I think I might go with the bigger one. Yeah, okay. So here's the size of the brush nib. And let's see what it's like. So I'll go lighter into darker. And then back over. Okay. I would imagine you want to get your previous color off before you go into other colors. Just, that's me thinking. Well, let's try a circular motion this time. Okay. Does leave a little mark, which is what happens on the alcohol blenders and the Tombow as well. And then here's our glaze setting up. It's got bubbles. I'm sure you just need to be real careful storing this. It's also mixable. Use directly over artwork for a raised glass-like finish. Thin with water for a lacquer finish. Huh. You can also use it to glue glitter, beads, glass, plastic, and vellum to paper. You could color it with dye. Clean up with water while wet. So there we go. Without the bubbles, it looks like it's setting up. And then here's our blender pen. So it's okay. It's okay. Just for shites and giggles. Let me take the same pencils. All right, and let me just do, all right, this was my lightest, this was my medium, and this was my dark. This was my lightest. Okay, was it? It's hard to tell between the two. Peacock blue, primary blue. Okay, anyway. All right, let's do this. Let's go with the dark. All right. I'm gonna create another square, but then I'm gonna go back in and create the center here. Okay. And then I'm going to go with the lightest. Was that the lightest or the same color? Okay, so let's go in and just do a blend of our own here and see the difference. Because maybe you just need to have more of the color down. You know what I mean? To make this blender pen really do its thing. Okay. Now let's use the smaller blender pen since we used the bigger one. This one doesn't seem as juicy, by the way, than the bigger one. So there you go. I mean, I just have to try it out on different pencils and see what I like as far as, like, I am used to having somewhat of a similar effect, right, when I use the alcohol marker or Tombows, but I don't know. I'm undecided. I know a lot of people love to use them. I'm going to continue to try. It's not a no-go. I just need to see if maybe other pencils it likes better, and that's always possible with these products. So I find the Color very easy to get good blends without anything, but I do recommend using either a Prisma white, a Holbein white, yeah, or the Derwent Chinese white, really with any of your pencil sets. So I guess I have one more thing. Sorry, thought we were almost done. I got the Spectrum Noir Sparkle pens. It's a 3-piece glitter brush pens. So let's try these out. They're in here real good. These special clear brush pens are infused with dazzling sheen glitter, used as a shimmering overlay, applied to any flat color for instant glitter effects. Perfect for highlighting, embellishing, and accenting. And then inside, let's read instructions. Okay. All right. Remove yellow retainer ring. Okay. It's kind of like the Kuretake Zig. Okay. All right. Twist nib section clockwise to engage cartridge. Replace cap. Replace the cap and shake well. Hold the pen upright, squeeze until the ink appears. Wait a few seconds until brush is fully primed. Well, it's leaking on my hand, so I think it came down. All right. Let's try over these then. Oop. Okay. That was too much. Let's do what it normally would be. Okay. Now that pen is primed and ready to go. I've got glitter all over me. And let me bring you up so you can see. Lots of glitters. So that's fun. And then this is setting up over here. Yep, it's in a gel-like state still, but look at all that glitter. The glitter blob. There's a glitter blob. Fun. All right, I think that does actually do it. I hope you have enjoyed this haul. And remember, there's going to be a part 2. So there's going to be definitely more books. And I think I have some more supplies coming too. Not too many, but probably more books. All right. You all have a great, wonderful rest of your day. Happy coloring to all of you. Don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe, comment what you want me to do for the watercolor with me. If you want me to do this page on camera with the gouache. It's the folk art. And take care, everybody. Bye-bye.